what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. I got really good news, guys. I don't think we're poor anymore, you know? So the LSU collective, of course, you know, we were a bit worried. We didn't have the grassroots investment. You had the big boosters, but for a couple of years now, there was no real grassroots investments. And then a couple of weeks ago, you have on signing day, Brian Kelly kind of get out there and say, hey, look, you know, if you want LSU to be great, everybody's got to pull in the same direction. And then he gets out there after that. He says, you know what? I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I will match $1 million to TAF. So his $1 million will go into facilities, stuff like that, paying coaches, et cetera, revenue sharing. I'll put $1 million match for every new donation to Bayou Traditions. Well, yesterday or sometime in the last 2 days, it also broke that an anonymous donor had stepped forward with another $1 million match. And apparently it's working to the point where LSU's grassroots efforts, from what I'm hearing, are now on par or potentially even better than that of Ole Miss. So all of a sudden, you went from feeling like you didn't have the money to, I mean, and it's a great, you know, again, guys, so maybe I just keep being wrong because I didn't think there was appetite for this amongst the fan base. I said it, right? But everybody who was naysaying me at the time and saying, I don't know, man, you know, if like 50,000 people give $20 or whatever, that's $1 million. Like whatever everybody was saying. Well, apparently that's true. In fact, I think I'm going to go give $20 just to get in on the action here. Big Meech, why they be anonymous? I don't know. I mean, they just probably, I don't know, you know, because they got a lot of money and they don't want their name on it, I guess.
Wait,
but shout out to them, whatever it is.
When I donate to a charity, I always put anonymous. Like on the website, you know, like you give, like you can give your name or you can select anonymous. I always select anonymous. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, this charity is, I would not call this a charity, to be clear. But yeah, I mean, so like the big news here though is, guys, LSU has money. So it is working. If you're in this number and you're giving to, and again, remember guys, so if you donate right now too, you got the $1 million match from Kelly and this anonymous donor. But if you're in the number, know that it seems like it is paying dividends. And then you look at stuff like transfer portal, and yeah. I mean, obviously, right? You maybe have the best portal class in the country right now. Do we have portal class rankings yet?
They're not finalized yet.
But do they have a running tally?
Yeah, Ole Miss 1, Texas Tech 2, Kansas 3, Auburn 4, Houston 5, Minnesota 6, Michigan 7, Missouri 8, Miami 9, Florida State 10.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Is that
Michigan 7?
Does that
that's what On 3 has.
Is it more focused on like volume of guys?
No.
That's interesting to
LSU is 32nd. They've brought in 9, they've lost 16.
Okay,
they brought in 3 4-stars, they lost 2 4-stars. They brought in 6 3-stars, they've lost 14 3-stars.
Okay, so if you're at a player deficit, it's probably going to drag you down those ratings because I mean, again, I agree with the ESPN article yesterday that had like LSU, Ole Miss, Minnesota as like really the big winners. And I think Texas Tech was in there as well, but the big winners of the portal thus far. Either way, it seems like the money is good, guys. If you are giving to Bayou Traditions, the LSU collective, it's working. And as me and Taylor were talking about before the show, if you want a Bryce Underwood silver lining, maybe here it is. Underwood leaves you when Larry Ellison and Oracle comes calling. You know, you get a bit freaked out. You lose games this season. We figure out you didn't invest that much money this season. Everybody's like, oh, my God, are we going to fall behind because we don't have the money? And I guess it all combined to catalyze people into action.
Yeah.
And it's going well. So good on y'all.
It has like adjusted NIL value on there as well. LSU's has gone up 367,000. So it's up to $2 million. Oregon is $2.1 million to kind of give you an idea. Ole Miss 1.9.
I still don't understand what's on three's NIL value means though, because it's not the actual contracts. Is it? It's like just talk. I mean, it makes sense, like you're saying though.
But even
Like we don't have to understand what it means
Yes.
because
So the
how you're
numbers compared
how you're
to-
landing in relation to Oregon
Yes.
and the other big schools. That's what it focuses on. I'm talking about like a side question.
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
But no, you're right. Like the point is that you are right there with the schools that also have the most money.
Yeah, the only one you're more than Clemson. You're more than Penn State. The only one that I see like that is way, way, way ahead of you, because even South Carolina's a little bit ahead of you. Texas at 7.4 million, and then this has Colorado at 11.4.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how that would work. Mark coming in the chat saying that Josh Pate has LSU the #1 portal class. So
Yeah, I'm looking at the on-3 rankings. Like Michigan lost 16 players. They're bringing in 4. I don't care what their rankings are. Like I don't care where on-3 has these rankings.
that.
LSU has a better portal class. We were talking about it before the show, and I was like, look, it sucks to lose Bryce Underwood. They paid $12.5 million for him. You brought in a heck of a lot more transfers than they have. You filled your position and needs a lot bigger than they have.
well, yeah, Underwood both freed up money and like I said, I think spurred
it got
people into
going.
action. So if you want silver lining, there it is. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.